Hi, in this video we are going to solve a hard SQL problem. We will do it together. So first we need to head to sqlpractice.com. This is the website uh, where the SQL problem is hosted. And in this website you can also practice your SQL skills. Then we need to select hospital DB because we are working with hospital data. Then we click on view all questions. Then we select difficulty hard. These are the hard questions. And we scroll down until we see the question which says show the provinces that has more patients identified as M than F. Must only show full province name. We select that one. Then we get rid of this. And now we can start. So at the beginning we can check the tables. So here you can see the patients table, which has information about patients in a hospital. And province names is the second table, which has information about the province, I believe, where the patients come from. And yeah, it's simple because they have a column in common. Okay, so now we can see the expected output. So this is the output we should get after writing our SQL code. But first, we can get some more hints so that we have an idea on how to solve this problem. Here you can see there are like some keywords like select, case, count, having, and group by. And if we click on get hint one more time, we can see a portion of the solution so that we can have an idea on how to approach and get the correct solution. Okay, so let's do it now. First, we need to understand the question, and I'll break it down for you step by step. So it says, show the provinces that has more patients identified as M than F. Must only show the full province name. So MF is referring to gender. So the patients are either masculine or feminine. And the table is shown as M for masculine and F for feminine. And okay, so that's the context. But we need to show the provinces that has more patients or more masculine than feminine. So for example, you can see this particular patient, the patient number 10 with ID 10, the province is ON. In this case, if we this is a foreign key, this is just an abbreviation. And if we go to the province names, ON refers to Ontario. Okay, so that patient number 10, he comes from Ontario. So that's one. And we need to count how many people are in each province. Okay, let's say we have 10 provinces, Ontario, what else? Ontario, Quebec, Yukon, so these are the provinces. And for example, let's say in Alberta, there are 10 people who are masculine and 9 who are feminine. It's just I am going just going to write it. In Alberta, there are 10 masculine and 9 feminine patients. And so we need to show only those provinces who have more masculine than feminine. So in this case, Alberta is going to show or appear in the final output. But instead, let's say Manitoba has, I don't know, 20 masculine patients and 31, I don't know, 24 feminine. So in this case, this province will not appear in the final output. So in the expected output, you can see only the provinces um, who have the requirement. So we need to do that with SQL code. Okay, so to begin, we need to use the select statement, and we want to select the province name from the province names table. And also, we can we need to specify from which table. So for province names, okay, if I run this, oh sorry, I need to get rid of the comma. I'll get the province name. But now I just need to filter, and I need to say mm, where the patients or the count of M are greater than F. But here's a problem. I need to group first. I need to count how many masculine and feminine are there. So in this case, I will do count. I'll count everything. And okay, I will count gender. And gender is in the patients table, so I need to join patients on. And here we have a common column. Province ID is a foreign key which references the province ID column in the province names table. So on. So patients, I'm going to give patients an alias PA dot province ID equals, in province names, I'm going to give an alias as PR. Oops. Equals PR dot province ID. And I will group, since I have an aggregation, an account, I will group by province name. If I run this, here I'm counting all the genders, but I need to divide, or it's equal that counting all the patients. So I know that in Alberta there are 47 people with a value in the gender column, but I need to divide how many of them are masculine and how many of them are feminine. So let's just, for example, let's do count everything, and gender, I'll group by province name and by gender. So if I do this, now I know how many people are in each province and how many of them are either masculine or feminine. So in Alberta, there are 18 feminine and 29 masculine patients. So in this case, because it's fulfilling our criteria, Alberta, which has more masculine than feminine, will appear in the expected output. But in British Columbia as well, but Manitoba has Manitoba as well. This one as well has more masculine. Nova Scotia as well. Ontario as well. Quebec won't be in our final output because has more feminine than masculine. And Saskatchewan 2 will appear because has more masculine than feminine. So only Quebec won't appear. But I cannot filter by where province name equals Quebec, because if we could do only once the query, I cannot do this. So I'm just doing this to explain to you uh, the thought process and the step by step. I'm breaking down the problem so that we can understand it better. So in order for us to just select the ones who have masculine greater than feminine, I need to use the having. Here's our filter. Having, and now I'll say having count, and here I need to specify. So okay, so having count, and I will say when, sorry, I will use a case statement, case when gender, I'll just use pa.gender equals m, then 1, n. So this is what it's doing. It's uh, every patient who is masculine is giving, it's making another column, and it's giving that patient the number 1. So in this case, because we are counting and we are grouping, in this case we are counting, it's count how many people have are masculine, and just it's going to add up 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. So yeah. So then I need to say when that is greater than count case when patients.gender equals f, then 1 n. So in this case, it's also counting how many people are in the f feminine or are feminine, and it's giving number 1, and it's summing all of that. So if the sum of the masculine or males are greater than the sum of females in any province, it's going to return only the province name. Okay, so if I run this, here it says I have an error. Okay, so I just get rid of gender here and the count and also gender here. So in this case, it's only grouping by province name, and the count is happening in the having statement, all the filter. So if I run this, I'll get the correct answer. And here are some alternative solutions. So there are many ways to come with a solution. So in this case, I have explained it to you. And if you find this video useful, don't forget to leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next video.